This is a very old city. This is the city of St. Cuthbert, who is the patron saint of Northumbria. And when his body was carried around Durham by the monks, on the run from the Vikings, who were pagan, of course, they stopped at Durham and they buried Cuthbert here. He's still there. And they built a church and then a cathedral around him. And it's been there a long, long time. And of course, the point about the See of Durham, the diocese, it's one of the richest, actually. I think in the 19th century, it was the richest diocese. And one of the reasons for that was it got rich on coal, because it owned so much of the land here. It also got rich on lead. By and large, the Church of England was Tory and not sympathetic to the miners. The miners hardly went near the Church of England. It wasn't their scene. It was the Methodist Church that the miners flocked to. And the first leaderships of these unions, actually right into the 1920s, were Methodists. Tough evangelical types, you know, great speakers, biblical, believers in justice. And there's a few of them on the walls of this intensely historical building. If you go into the big hall there, which I'm sure you have done, it's a Methodist church. It's what it looks like. It's called the Pitman's Parliament, but it looks like a very big Methodist church. So you've got this tension between the church on the hill and the Methodist church at the bottom of the hill, if you like, here. That's not to say that some bishops of Durham were not liberally minded and sympathetic to the miners and their world, and actually encouraging, trying to get their priests to get out there, to get into the mining villages. But you know, if you've got an Oxford degree in theology and you like playing tennis, being in the mining village is not really your thing, especially if you're not going to get an audience very easily.